What's up, y'all? It's Lisa Blonay. You are tapped in to Blonay Media. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Look, let's go ahead and get into a live that Chrisean did on Kick. Okay, what's up, VIPs? Welcome back to Blonay Media, where we bring you the latest tea on these social media streets. Now, before we jump in, remember this is a commentary based on Chrisean's public live stream and my opinion. Let's wake it up. Okay. So Chrisean went live tonight. At first, she was talking about a new boxing deal that she says that she signed or I guess sealed the deal with. And we're going to get into that. Now she mentioned arrangements and future plans. I don't know who she was on the phone with, but they supposed to be flying in and she gonna go, meet them or whatever. Although she didn't share every detail, you can kind of grasp from it that she wants us to think that she's coming to some type of lucrative deal. I'm sure it's about boxing, but like I said, we'll get into that. Now, if more information comes out, we'll definitely revisit it. Okay. But that wasn't the part that really grabbed my attention. Okay. What caught my ear was when she started talking about Tesehki and her upcoming fight with Big Lex. Okay. You guys know that Zeus is having an event. They had the press conference today. It's going to be big. It's going to be Tesehki um, versus Big Lex. This is a boxing match, you guys. Ray J versus Orlando Brown, and of course, Clarissa Shields versus Kay Scott. Now, we know that Clarissa and Kay Scott are professional boxers, okay? They're part of the professional world, but they're mixing this with celebrity boxing, okay? And that would be considered, of course, Ray J and Orlando Brown. They are not professional boxers, yet they are going to get into the boxing ring as if they were professionals. But we have to remember celebrity boxing is very different from pro boxing, okay? Also, when you look at the baddies, Tesehki and Big Lex, they're friends. They get along. I want you guys to know that. But people have been wanting to see them, and it's been a lot of talk. I don't know if you guys follow baddies or not, but it's been a lot of talk of them going against each other. Okay, they kind of played around with it. And if you guys remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but Big Lex was like, no, I don't want to fight Tesehki, and she kind of wanted to share that title with Tesehki. I think maybe even she gave it to Tesehki, and she was like the runner up or something like that. So going into this celebrity boxing thing, I don't know if it's going to be set up. I don't know if they're really going to fight. With celebrity boxing, you never can tell. But we'll get into that. Okay. Now, just like I said, during the live stream, Chrisean warned Tesehki that things can happen behind the scenes. She talks about how people can allegedly get set up and explained that one of the reasons she's no longer wants to participate in celebrity boxing is for that reason. Now, I think otherwise. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into some of the clips that I got from her live. I didn't just do it all the way. It was kind of lengthy live. And I think it's a good thing, when you grab it here and there. But let's go ahead and get into that, you guys. Hold on. And then we'll talk. All right. I will be in the comments too as well. And this is another after hours live, you guys. Well, it's 11:05 here on the West Coast. You guys let me know where you guys are tapping in from, and let's go ahead and get into this, okay? Hold on, let me take this down. And let's go ahead and get into the first clip, all right? Now let me see. Let's get into her announcement. Well, where is it? Hold on, you guys. Let me make sure I have it. Because I did do these in clips, but I want to make sure that I show you guys the first clip that I want to show you. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Because I think it kind of matters if it's in order or not. Like, what? Let me see, guys. What the hell? All right, you guys, let me just go ahead and play it. It might be in one of these. Let me just go ahead and play it because. Okay, hold on, y'all.
You should worry about getting into careful because your opponent basically comparing it to his other fighters. He was like, if you
Hold on, y'all. Because I don't even think I put the first one on here, and I'm supposed to be all set up in. Okay, you guys, hold on. Let me go ahead and bring up the first one that I did. I don't know why I don't have it up here. I think I uploaded two of the same ones, but hold on, you guys. Let me go ahead and bring this up for y'all. So yeah, and if you guys don't know, did y'all know that she accused, and all this time we ain't even knowing, she accuses Zion of being on something. What do I mean by something? Something. All right. On drugs, intoxication, steroids, something. She feels like she had an unfair advantage over her. And then she even questioned the gloves that Zenith had on. And we ain't even knowing this all this time that she's thinking this, right? And so now all of a sudden she don't want to do no celebrity boxing. Girl, what else you gonna do? All of a sudden she don't want to do no celebrity boxing. She's trying to push it off as, you can get set up and this and this and that. I think there's another reason why, okay? Not just the fact that they are going to eventually want you to fight Tesehki, okay? And the thing about Tesehki is, before Tesehki went on baddies and before Tesehki really became like an influencer, if you guys remember on one of her lives, she told us, and this was years ago, y'all. This was years ago, that she was going to be an MMA boxer. So this is not too far from Tesehki's beginnings. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because I remember that. I remember she was on a live and she said that. She was like, oh, before I became, a baddie and all this and was an influencer and doing what I do, I was gonna become an MMA boxer. So this is kind of right up her alley, y'all. This is kind of right up her alley. All right. Okay, you guys, let me see. Let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. And let me show you guys the first clip.
hey, I'm on live. Dave just texted me.
I know. I already know. I'll text you. So I'm sure you have it.
Man, I can't eat fried chicken. Oh my god! What'd you say, Dave?
I said I was gonna say we would have been on our way tomorrow, but we got a red carpet premiere.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh! Check my heart. Tell me why I just prayed, nigga. Oh my god! Check. I'm about to break this camera stuff and just buy impossible, huh? Should I break this stuff for a celebration?
Don't break it, please.
No?
No, don't break it.
We made it out the hood. We can buy some
I was gonna say, what?
Door.
What's the closest airport to you?
BWI!
Where do you want to meet up? We landing at like at 10 a.m.
I'll come get y'all with what you need, a sprinter?
I'm literally renting a truck right now, black truck. So.
Okay. Yes, I got a sprinter, babes.
That's good.
What you need, security?
Nah, man, it's all good. I just need a location. We land at 10, so like let's meet up by like 11 or something.
Okay.
You want us to come to your crib with the?
Or meet me at the gym.
All right, that's a bet. So I'll meet you at the gym at like, let me see, let me look at this flight moments.
Chat, we're moving on up. I'll be telling my coach. We're back in business, baby.
Now, before I go any further, disturbing much, okay? We know this is how she acts, but y'all, somebody said she is so psychotic. Girl, you are extra out the game, okay? But who knows? I mean, who knows how lucrative the deal is? She does this with everything. She could win a box of raisins, and she finna go off the deep end like this. So don't come for me, okay? But like I said, if I had a big deal, I don't know if I'd be screaming either. You know what I'm saying? Something done went down, y'all, but we've been down this road before. I just want to wait and see. I'm a wait and see, prove it type of person, okay? If 2026 ain't taught me nothing, if the C19 didn't teach me anything, it's to expect the unexpected. I'm a wait and see, because y'all do this all the time, and prove it. All right. But if you just caught what she just said, she said, I'm going to tell my coach Calvin, I'm going to tell Coach Calvin that it's back on or something like that. I'm getting ready to rewind it. Let me rewind it first, and then I'll say what I have to say, because I just forgot what she said. Hold on.
Chat, we're moving on up. I'll be telling my coach. We're back in business, baby.
She said she'll be telling her coach we're back in business. What does she mean by that? Did they fall out? Right? Because remember, recently, Coach Calvin went off. Right? Because Chrisean does this thing where she wants to run her own program, and she thinks that she can run people and run over people. Okay. I think he just got fed up, because I think, okay, on one of the posts it says she was hours late. Now, I'm not too sure, but I know that she was late. She was late, and she got checked. She got chin checked by Coach Calvin. Now, we already know that if he's saying something now, this is not the first time. Okay. She's probably been late many times before, and he just got fed up. On top of, she's now streaming, because there's clips out there of him actually turning the camera while she's live streaming, and he's turning the camera all the way 360 to the wall, to the window, to the wall, okay, to the sweat runs down, it falls, to all these. No, I'm just playing. So he is not feeling this kick streaming, live everything. I don't know if she'll have to choose. I don't know if she'll have to turn the camera off while she's training with him. But he's been a little touchy. He's been a little short. He's been a little going off. And I think that it's not just him just being difficult. I think he's kind of tired, like I said, of Chrisean running things, because she likes to run people. She likes to run the program. She thinks she's bigger than the program. And then she likes to run over people. We have seen it time and time and time again. Okay. Like she did on Baddies, right? Where she used to didn't show up. You guys remember that? Remember that she used to do that and have Natalie on pins and needles, holding up production, holding up filming and stuff like that. But the thing about it is, I don't feel like that's the only reason why her and Coach Calvin kind of bumped heads. Kinda. I might want to take that word out, right? That nigga was fed up. He's fed up with her shenanigans, okay? Her behind the scenes. And I could just imagine trying to keep Chrisean on the path, right? Keep her eye on the prize and keep her focused. Because remember, in Baddies, when she was on Baddies, that's how DJ Sky got introduced. DJ Sky did not get introduced as the Baddies DJ. She didn't get that respect. She got introduced as Chrisean's babysitter, if y'all remember. Okay? So, yeah, y'all. Yeah.
Chat, we're moving on up. I'll be telling my coach. We're back in business, baby.
Okay, so the flight landed at 10:07, so we should be out of the plane. Like, we should be out of there.
Hey, I'm on live. Dave just texted me.
I know. I already know. I'll text you.
Okay, cool. That means you can set my stuff up too. My desktop.
Okay, so you guys heard that announcement. All right, let's get into the second clip. Like I said, something went down between, I think, her and Coach Calvin. Because I don't know why she would say that we're back in business, but it could be nothing, y'all. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see, right? Now, let's go ahead and get into what she had to say about her feeling like she was set up by Zenez and that it wasn't a fair boxing match, and how she thinks that because they didn't do a urinalysis, meaning that they're not tested in celebrity boxing. I put that in quotation marks. They're not tested for, they're not tested. They're not given a urine analysis. Like in professional boxing, you have to take a urine analysis. Okay. You have to take a P test to make sure that you're not on anything such as steroids, street drugs, alcohol, and things like that. I do believe there's a way around that because I did a live where Mike Tyson admits to being high as a kite through damn near his whole career. Okay. Since he was like 11. He had his first drink, I think, at 3 years old. I'm putting a 10 on the 2, y'all, but it was that drastic. Like if you look it up, it was that drastic. But he was able to get around the urine test. That's why I think they should kind of change that and maybe test the hair, or maybe blood is a little extreme, but I know when I had a job, they would swab your mouth. When I had a job, they would swab your mouth. I went to a couple of jobs where I had to apply and they were like, well, you got to get an UGDRE test. And they swabbed our mouths. So I don't know. There's a lot of ways to get around that urine test, but there's not a lot of ways to get around somebody taking a Q-tip and swabbing your mouth. Right? So yeah. So let's go ahead and get into that, you guys. And you guys listen to what she had to say, and then we'll get into a conversation. You said her forced smile. Ugh. All right, you guys, let's go. Wait, let me see what you got. Oh, I didn't even see all these. Wait a minute, let me see what y'all are saying, because I couldn't even see all the comments. I only saw what I showed. What's up, Vince Jackson? I do want to hear what you guys have to say. So let me see. You said Carissa Shields is trash, beyond trash. That whole press conference was so cringe and so ghetto. Girl, ghetto. Girl, where y'all get the tablecloths from? Where did y'all get the tablecloths from? The 99-cent store? It would look like they was made out of crepe paper, but that's for another lie. But I feel you, okay? The way she's talking is cringing. Yes. They have to call the nurse and close. They close that road forever. Y'all are crazy. You got a sprint in security, but still receiving donations. Bum. And still not feeding Junior. Still fake feeding Junior. Okay? Looking good, girl. Salute. Are you talking about me? Thank you. No, I'm just playing. If you talk about me, thank you. LMA, you laughing. What's up, Sabrina? She is, isn't she? She's always screaming, y'all. I get that. Versace robe, even not washed probably. That's what she got on a Versace robe. Oh, yeah, it sure is. I wasn't coming for you. I was talking about Chrisean. Oh, yeah, I know. I know, girl. She stole that robe from Blue, probably. You said he, you right. Mojo, LOL. Okay, I just wanted to make sure she like a bulldozer. Yeah, I didn't see all these. Okay, I'm sorry. Tifa versus Chrisean. Now, that would be a great match. Yeah, that would. It would be a great match. I don't think Chrisean wants to see that. I don't know if they've asked Tesehki or not. I don't think Tesehki wants to fight her sister either. You know what? To be honest, I don't think we're going to see that. And for more than reasons, then they just don't want to fight each other because Chrisean is scared. Chrisean is scared of Tesehki. Okay. And if Tesehki were to train, I'm not talking about right now because Chrisean is trained, right? Well, she's training. Because we saw her in that first fight, and it wasn't all that. Like, I didn't see a lot of professionalism in that. Like, she enough to consider her a professional boxer. I still feel like Tesehki would whoop her ass. Okay. But remember, Tesehki was the one who pointed out the fact that Chrisean was a one-hand fighter. That was one of her weaknesses. That's not her weakness anymore. So I don't know how that would pan out. But we have to understand that Chrisean is the little sister to Tesehki. This ain't her first ass whooping from Tesehki, and it probably won't be her last. Okay? Tesehki been tapping that ass. Okay? Period. Now remember, she also used to live with Tesehki and got kicked out. And we know how they go back and forth. They together, then they not. They bring the ABC boys to each other's door. Then all of a sudden they cool. We're brothers. We're singing and we're happy and we're colored. Right? So, hey. But I don't think that's the only reason why. I think that Chrisean, because of the reasons I just said, is afraid of Tesehki. And she's also afraid of getting her ass whooped by anybody who she feels can whip her ass. Right? I don't know. I just feel that way. What's up, Danny? Thank you so much for tapping in. You said you can test her. Wait a minute. You said what? You can test her. I'm sorry, y'all. You said you can test her and not even tell her. Yeah, I think there should be a different kind of testing going on. When he chewed that ear, he was he was high as a kite. Okay? You guys can look up the article. I mean, I don't even remember what live it is, so I'm not gonna say check out my live because I don't even remember what live I did it on, but I covered it, y'all. With Mike Tyson saying he was high as AF through half of his damn career, damn near his whole career. Okay? And he got away with the test every time. Well, I mean, it's no secret. He used, I think it's called I don't know, but he used somebody else's pee. But he called it something else because I think he got it from a kid or something like that. He called it, I forgot what they call it, but he used somebody else's urine, y'all. And that's how he was able to get away with that. Okay. Now we also have to understand the time period in which Mike Tyson was fighting in his heyday. Okay. We have to remember the time period. Now we've come far in technology and in other ways. I don't know, y'all, because I think that Carissa may know something about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like when the Olympics came about and there were problems in the Olympics where they stayed at and people were coming out and telling us the different things that happened when the Olympics happened and where the athletes live at, how they were sleeping with each other and things were going on and they was doing this and doing that. I don't know if you guys remember that, but a lot of secrets came out. And the thing about that is, in every genre, in every group that you're in, like if you're a stripper, if you're a boxer, if you're in the boxing world, if you're in the stripper world, if you're in the, different worlds like that, there are tricks of the trade that there are secrets that only you in that group know, right? And I feel in the boxing world, there are tricks of the trade that they know. Like, oh, girl, you want to pass this test, all you got to do is so. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that Carissa belongs in that club too. Because remember, y'all, when Carissa was tested positive for marijuana, and then I don't know how it got reversed, or they said they made a mistake. I don't remember how she got out of it. They said it was a false test or false positive or something like that. I truly believe that she be pupping on that Zaza. Okay. Look. She with the y'all. Okay. And I think she got out of it. And I think this is not her first time. I don't know, y'all. I'm just throwing that in the air. But if Mike Tyson can do it, other people can do it too. If he got through his whole damn career damn near and was on cocaine, he was on that white girl, he was on that nose, and he said specifically what he was on. And he was an alcoholic. So this Carissa thing, I don't drink, I can't drink, girl, you be drinking. Okay. That's all I got to say about that. Now, let's go ahead and get into this, what she has to say about Zenith and all of the things.
PE test you, bro. So be careful because your opponent could take and do anything to be stronger. Cause like, I'm gonna be honest, when I was fighting that girl, why when I hit her hard, she flew down and got right up? I'm like, oh yeah, she's awesome. I don't care what nobody say. And we couldn't even test it if she was on something or not. And then it's crazy because me and my coach got into it with her coach because they were like, there was no witnesses while you was wrapping her gloves. Look, it was 3 things that happened at my fight that went wrong that Latifah should probably worry about or just like take notes, because this is the thing about it. She a heavy hitter. She Chrisean. Not Chrisean. She's Tesehki. Latifah. Like, she's her, right? And one thing about being not the underdog in the situation, you could be set up. Because, I don't know, people like, they think it's probably more viral for her to lose than win. Do that make sense? And it sucks to say that, but it be like that sometimes. I don't know why, but it's like the politics get weird, stuff be against you. So it was 3 things that happened at my fight. First, there was no P analysis. Red flag. That should already make you feel unsafe. She could have been on anything. 2, when they wrapped her gloves, when they wrapped her hands and put her hands in them gloves, there was no witness from my team to witness her glove wrapping, or it was no witness. It wasn't even no ref. It was no official. It was nobody in the room when her hands got wrapped. That's red flag number 2. The other red flag. We gave them our gloves to get evaluated. My gloves that I fought in, they got evaluated. They came back. Tell me why they came back with the different gloves. And not like that. Punching in specific gloves really matter for real. It do. It make a difference. So that's one that just, I ain't gonna go into detail about that. But yeah, they came back with the wrong gloves. They came back with some some black, soft, puny looking gloves. Oh, we don't know what happened to her gloves. How you don't know what happened to the gloves? We just gave them to you so they can get evaluated.
Now you just heard her say that Zenith was on something. She don't care what nobody say. She didn't say allegedly. She didn't say I think. No, she said that she was on something because she hit her hard. Girl, I don't know when, because they slowed up every punch that was supposed to have landed and did some damage. They slowed that up, girl. Okay, the internet investigators and the online sleuths were on it. All right. Like flies to ish. And girl, there was no punch like that. There was no punch like that. Okay. If anything, you pushed her with your fist and she fell. Now, I'm not saying nothing connect or anything like that, but barely. I watched that fight live. And then I watched the replay. I watched clips. I watched slow down. I watched speed up. Girl, you barely won. You barely won that. And for you to say that Zenith Zion was on something, which I know what you're trying to say, because you're not saying that she was drunk or on alcohol or, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little ski slow, maybe a little nosy nose. But you're really referring to something that's going to make her super strong, like steroid. And we can say the same for you. What were you on? We think you on something right now, girl. You ain't got to be in the ring, girl. You need a test every day. As a matter of fact, girl, you up here talking about other people. You know why? Because you like to deflect. Whatever's going on with you, you like to deflect it and throw it on somebody else so you can you throw the rock. Oh, that's where the sound is coming from. And then you don't even hide your hand. We can see the rocks in your hand. Don't you know we can see you, Hope? We heard the velocity of the rock come from your area. We turn around, you got the rocks in your hand, Hope, but you pointing over there. That's just how I feel, girl. You need a test too. Same thing you said for her, girl. What was you on? We saw you tweaking and your mouth going this way and that way like a tweaker. When your family came for the press conference, y'all remember that elevator scene? Y'all remember? One of my fave Instagrammers, a few people I like on Instagram that be catching your ass, breaking it down, and flipping it, rubbing it down, breaking it down, slowing it up, and got the captions and commentary to go with it. Makes all the sense in the world. After they get through with that editing and that, whoop, 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 girl, be on your ass. So, yeah, okay, yeah, girl, you talking about yourself.
You good? Did they pass the check? Oh yeah, they passed, but we don't have them. You know what Coach Calvin did? Coach Calvin corrected him, held his composure, told the other coach, go get Chrisean gloves. They looking at us like, what you talking about? We had an extra pair in the car. My coach came overly prepared. It was 3 things that happened that could have hurt me. So that's why I'm not fighting. Like I can't fight at celebrity.
Let's just be real. That is not the reason why you can't fight celebrity, girl, because you just now coming up with all this. You would have been said this. I think you're making this stuff up in your head like you always do. Number one, don't say I'm unfair. She does this all the time, y'all. It's a pattern of behavior. It's a pattern of behavior. Okay. Now, before we get into the other clips, I want to tell you the main reason why she don't want to do celebrity boxing, okay, is because they're trying to put you up against some heavy hitters, right? And then on top of that, they're trying to put you in the ring with your sister, Well, what do I mean? What do you mean by that? Whatever do you mean, Blone? Let me show y'all, okay? Let me show y'all. Hold on. Because this is the reason why I feel like she don't want to be associated with a celebrity boxing. Girl, you're a celebrity boxer. Now I don't know what it takes to get to professional level and get a license. That I don't know. Okay. So I'm not even gonna speak too much into that like I do know, but we can find out. we we can find out, babes. All right. Let me just show y'all. Hold on. Because Zeus over there playing. Zeus, you over there playing. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all why I think that she is talking like this, girl. Let me see. Hold on. They trying to put you in the ring with your sister, okay? And it would be considered celebrity boxing. Now, another person that they trying to put you up with is, let me show y'all, because Zeus is over. Zeus is ruthless. Y'all are over there ruthless, okay? Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Y'all see this? I know y'all see it. I know y'all see it. These are the same heavy hitters that she dodged. She dodged a bullet, literally. She had to play crazy, leave early, do all that crying, went all through all that with Lamel Plummer, only to go back on there for the reunion and to be kissing Lemmy's ass for getting her a decent luxury suite so that she could do her confessionals and be part of the reunion. Well, to do confessionals, he got her a spot, a luxury suite, and then she came back and did the reunion. And she sat there with headphones on the whole time. You want to know why? Because it was her favorite song on? Because of Jesus? No, because that hoe was scared of the real heavy hitters. Okay? Now I know Chrisean made her mark and really catapulted baddies. We're not going to take that away from her. That's when I was liking and loving Chrisean. I'm not even going to front, y'all. Come on. I've told you guys this before. So we're not going to take that away from her. Okay? What happened? Junior. Because my conversation would be different, but I would still be calling her out, right? But we wouldn't be talking about Junior and the neglect, and, that frustration and that anger and that sadness and just feeling overall the hopeless situation and the dire situation is what makes us want to keep our foot on Chrisean's neck. Would I be talking about her and Blueface? Duh, yeah. Would I be talking about her being a little OFF? And I think she got different personalities. And I think she has a pattern of behavior like someone who would be diagnosed with histrionic or a narcissistic personality disorder or a bipolar disorder. Yes, because we talk narcs over here. If you guys can see the pattern, I usually talk about people who have narcissistic personality patterns of behavior, who treat people and talk to people and call people out and talk to people like they're shit. Talk about people. Okay? Clarissa Shields is another example. So Blueface, we talk about Blueface. It's just what I talk about, you guys. Okay. So hold on. Y'all see this, right? Now, I do want to let you guys know because I cropped this. They were just asking, would we want to see this? So I do have to clarify that because I cropped this. There's a lot more that go under that where it says pound for pound, baddie showdown. But look at the visual that they're putting out there. Look at the idea that they're putting in our head. And Chrisean doesn't see this. This is why I feel she doesn't want to be associated with celebrity boxing. She's trying to distance herself so people won't keep saying, because that's the word on the curve. That's what everybody's asking her in her chat. And you can kind of hear her reading her chat. Okay. And at one point they asked if her and Tesehki will ever work it out and rekindle. And we'll get into that. But this right here, y'all, is, I feel, the reason why she's trying to distance herself. Don't even ask her. Don't even ask her to do nothing that got to do celebrity boxing. Why? Because Zenith was on something. They tried to do something to my gloves. And girl, why you didn't tell us this before? You tell us every damn thing else. Why you didn't tell us this before? But it's such a big thing and such a big factor into why you want to do professional boxing. Okay? And we just saw you eating crabs and dipping it in butter and girl. Okay? Come on now. So I don't know what y'all thinking, but sister, is this why you all of a sudden don't want to do celebrity boxing because your sister's stepping in? Now, this may be a thing because Tesehki, if she does good, this could be something for Tesehki. See, the one thing is Chrisean knows something that we don't know, or something that some of us forgot. And that was Tesehki was such a good fighter that she was considered and was considering a career in MMA. Now, I could not find that clip, but trust me on this. She said it out her own mouth. I'm not saying allegedly nothing. I'm not saying allegedly. I'm saying Tesehki said out her own mouth that if it wasn't for this or wasn't for that, but this was before baddies, that she was thinking about, or she was supposed to be an MMA fighter. What does that tell you? If somebody when you're that young, somebody is telling your ass, bitch, you should go into MMA. That means you can whoop that means belt to ass. That means belt to ass. That means you were a hell of a fighter. They call you the female Hulk. Chastity, your sister, your younger sister, got a whole damn tattoo of you as the female Hulk. What do they know that we don't? The same thing Chrisean know. You bet not stepping out. I don't care how much training you get, girl. You is going to get crushed. You's going to get crushed because I'm pretty sure, and I'm not saying that Chrisean can't fight, but she used to jump people. She never squared up with nobody. If you guys remember, Persuasion, Low London, the stylist that was on the was on the carpet for the Baddies event, or BET, whatever carpet she was on. Okay. That actress, I forgot what her name was. Okay. She filed a lawsuit against Chrisean. I think that's still going on. Chrisean acting like she don't got, the only fight she got is in the boxing ring. Girl, you have a legal fight, bitch. Okay. James Chanel Wright, that actress, that Hollywood actress, girl, like, she snuck all those people. She never went head up with those people. And when somebody did call her out and smack her, Shout out to the Compton. Shout out to Compton. Shout out to Compton, where you don't go to play. Okay? God bless the memory of Eazy-E. Now, when you got smacked, you didn't do nothing, Hope. You didn't do nothing. That's how we know you scary at heart. You may talk a lot. You may swing a lot. You may jump a lot, but you scary at heart. And that's what counts. You got to have heart. You can't be scared at heart. Okay? That's why I don't fight. My mouth, you may think I want to fight. You may think I want to meet you outside. But inside, it's scary when it comes to fighting. I don't give a damn what you want to do. You can call me scary. You can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. Okay? Because it's been that way. Before I was on YouTube, bitch. All right? High school, elementary school, college. Now, don't think I ain't going to stand up for myself. But I'm just not a fighter. You have to have that heart. I don't got that heart. Now, if you accuse me of something I didn't do, I got all the heart in the world, girl. I would stand up to 5 niggas, 4 hoes, right? But usually when you're in the right, you win. Usually when you stand for truth, I mean, you may get roughed up, you may lose a few, but you always come out on top. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, okay? But this is the reason why I'm thinking this, okay? Now, we all know that this is what's coming up. We got Big Lex going against Tesehki. And she speaks on that too. And then, of course, Ray J and Orlando. I was really just focusing on Big Lex and Tesehki, okay? This is some money here, y'all. This is the reason why they're going against each other. And you know, Zeus is kind of set up. It's always set up. Tesehki's come forward and talking about it. Some or no other can't stop talking about it. Amber Ali been talking about it. A lot of people have come out and talk about this. When I say Sukiana, no, it's some other people. I can't name it right now. Who's come out and told us what goes on when the camera cuts. Right? I don't know, y'all. Let's get to the next video. Well, let me see what y'all are saying about it, because I didn't say a mouthful. Let me see what you guys are saying about it. Y'all, this shit is crazy. And now Chrisean want to separate herself from a celebrity, but no, girl, stay on up in there. Don't be scared now. Don't run now. You said people allegedly said Chrisean was the high one. Exactly. We thought you was high, girl. Now she's accusing Zenith of cheating, crazy work. Yeah, I don't know what was in her gloves. And then she said they took her gloves. And she had to go to the car and get some other gloves. Why y'all didn't say nothing about that? That ain't something that you keep secret. You know what I'm saying? SMA, she always lying. She sound dumb AF. I know. She's talking like her fight was rigged for her. Yep. Rigged for her to win. All she do is lie. I think it was, girl, all this shit is set up. I don't believe none of this stuff. Just like the upcoming Carissa, I was watching another content creator who does, I guess, boxing content. And I like their insight. I don't know who this was. This wasn't the normal people that I watched. It was somebody else. But he was talking about he listened to the press conference and found out that her old manager is the manager for K. Scott. She sparred. K. Scott spoke at the press conference and said and revealed that she sparred before more than once with Carissa. Okay. And then as mannerable and as calm, cool, as collected as Carissa was, and then she was complimenting her. Girls, what's up? Set up all day long. Set up all day long. All these people want to do is make money. That's why I don't put my trust in none of the. I don't trust these sluts. Okay, they was just in my DM. Ain't no trust in these sluts. I'm about to call up Diamond, bitch. But if you yeah, Not you buck. I'm just saying. Ain't no trusting these sluts, okay? I don't trust none of y'all. All y'all in it for the money. Anybody who's a spectator should not be putting their trust or believing anything that come out these people's mouth. Now, we got our favorites and stuff like that. I mean, it is entertainment at the end of the day, y'all. I don't want you to take it so seriously where you got veins popping out your neck, or you mad, yelling at your kids, kicking the dog, stepping on the frog, you know what I'm saying, arguing with your husband, boyfriend, lover, homie, friend, what the fuck ever. All right? We got to learn to lead this. We don't have parasocial relationships with these people. Once we cut this off, we cut them off. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? It's not like your favorite singer that we used to have favorite singers, you know, we used to hold on to and shit. Boy, they don't, all y'all don't let me down. From Usher on down to Prince, on down to Michael Jackson, on down to DMX. Okay? Nigga, the internet crushed all them dreams. So if you know anything, don't put not too much on these motherfuckers, okay? Because they're all in it for the bag. All right. What people do for money. I don't know. You said she won, so is she going too hard? She don't have anything else to talk about. You said her faithfulness is showing. Chrisean can get on this internet and just like to listen and talk. Listen to herself talk. Exactly. That's how I'm feeling. Like, what? The no P test was for you. Stop the cap. Exactly. Hey, girl. Shame on you, Chrisean. Projecting yours on Zenith. Exactly. I feel like Rock was high at the weigh-in. What the F is she talking about? That's what I'm talking about. Girl, we thought you was high. We thought you was high, girl. Little Charlotte's out of pocket. All right, you guys, let's get to the next video. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get to the next video, y'all. Let me see which one I'm going to show y'all. Okay, I showed you guys this one. Let me just take them down because now it's too many up here. Let's go ahead and get into, well, let's continue because she continues talking, warning Tesehki. Okay, let's go ahead and finish that up.
Oh yeah, we just gonna do this and be done with it. No, be careful. That's all. It's not safe fighting celebrity. It's a liability. And I'm just saying that to say there was 3 things my sister should worry about getting into a situation because she thinking like, oh yeah, we just gonna do this and be done with it. No, be careful. That's all I got to say. Be careful. Worry about who's wrapping them gloves, what's in her gloves. They need to be evaluated. Ask for a urine test. She need to be, make sure they're sober. And bring your own gloves, but make sure you bring an extra pair just in case. Oh, I don't know where they at. You feel me?
So that's her warning to Tesehki, okay? Y'all. And she's talking about going pro. But you know how she likes to twist things and make something out of nothing, but it's something what it's not, right? And we can see as plain as the nose on her face that Clarissa Shields likes to pick and choose who her and Clarissa Shields like to pick and choose who they fight. Right? I don't know. I don't know. It's just real. I don't know. I just don't know, y'all. And she just flat out said that Zenith was on something. She's talking about checking to make sure somebody is sober. Girl. But y'all heard her. Now I don't know what Tesehki has to say about all of this. I guess we will soon see, right? Now, I want to go ahead and get into the next clip that I have. Let me see what it's on. Let me see, guys. Now, let's keep going because she talks to Siki and some other things. So let's look at this next clip because she talks to Siki, all right? And you know she just had to jump on the bandwagon. She always has to take the spotlight away from her sister. Girl, you wasn't even talking about the Siki until you saw her get ready to fight. Now all of a sudden you talking to y'all ain't been talking because you would have been told us. Now Tasiki's pretty quiet. Tasiki don't like to put her business out there unless she absolutely has to. To me, Tasiki is the most sane one, the most quietest one. She can read the room. She knows how to pick her battles wisely. I'm not saying she's perfect. Okay. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is out of the whole damn clan. All right. She ain't no Jesus freak. She ain't no Bible thumper. And there's nothing wrong with loving Jesus. And there's nothing wrong with reading the Bible. But those are sort of connotations of being fake. You know what I'm saying? She seems to stay away from that. I ain't never heard her say Jesus or God. I hope she believes in God. But she just don't be out there like that, y'all. I like her calm, cool, collective demeanor. And then she get active when she has to, when it's warranted, when it's suitable. Like she knows exactly, like she gets the cues. She gets it. She gets it. Let's go ahead and get into this.
That was clean. Like, that was positive. And I don't know if, because when it died, I'm not sure if y'all heard what I said, my take on everybody. When I was like, what did I say? So basically, what was I saying? My take on the fight was, did y'all hear what I said though? About the, like, my intake on her fighting Big Lex and it.
Mind you, everything is set up. Everything is pre-planned. She's reading what she said, in my opinion. Okay. She does this often. I don't know if it's from lack of memory. I don't know if it's all the ugres that she might be doing. Okay. But girl, she it's like she never speaks from her heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly how to put it, but let's go.
Say it again. Okay, so basically what I was saying before I cut off midway, I was basically saying my take on my sister and Big Lex. I was saying, like, my sister really know how to fight, but one thing about, like, underdogs and stuff like that, first of all, I was basically saying I respect when she was like, I was like, why you ain't had that same energy you had for Biggie, for Chrisean, something like that. I don't know. She responded to a comment, and she was like, you can clearly see that Chrisean is on a different journey, and I respect that, like, da-da-da-da-da. And I respected that when she said that. So, W's for her. But then on top of that, y'all was talking about, y'all was like, oh yeah, da-da-da. One thing about underdogs, my sister know how to fight. I just pray she take it serious. Like, she's jogging, she's running. I know Big Lex is working out. She's jogging, she's running. She probably would stop smoking and drinking. Because this... Yeah, and one thing about underdogs, they got something to prove. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't finna go out easy. For real. That's why I didn't underestimate my opponent. She was an underdog. But she put up a good fight. Do that make sense? Latifah's a natural athlete too. I don't remember her ever playing sports. But did you see her fight Ciroc or whatever? I don't even know who she is. She fought a girl that had a buzz cut. Or like no cut, no hair at all, and real big, bigger than her, right? And when Ciroc swung, Latifah had this boxing stance. That was a boxing move. That's a sport. Baddies is a sport. Sorry. If y'all, sorry. Personally, I don't think Ciroc won. Ciroc pulled hair. If Latifah was the person to pull hair and pull shirts and pull bras, because if Latifah would have pulled her and swung her down on the ground, she would have been down on the ground banging her. But Latifah had her wig over her head and was punching with no vision and still connecting. So, I don't know. Did y'all see the slow-mo?
Girl, that just happened. She acting like that was just random. Like, girl, that just happened. What are we talking about? And the only reason why she's talking about Tesehki is doing the same thing she's doing, boxing, celebrity boxing now. Okay. And Zeus looked at it as if, well, if Chrisean can do it and Salita's promotion can do it, you know what I'm saying? And Zeus linked up and kind of latched on to Carissa and brought the boxing element to Zeus. And now they're just taking off with it. This is what Zeus does. They get that idea, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. That's what they're supposed to do. They're a network, and a quite successful network. Whether you believe or you buy into it or you watch or you support Zeus Network, you have to admit that they know what they're doing. Okay. Now we're not going to get into legalese of what they're doing and all that. I'm just talking about straight away as a network, getting to that bag, creating content. They doing what they're supposed to do. I don't know what you want from Zeus. Right? Now they may be doing it in a sleazy way that we don't know about or behind the scenes. I'm not negating that fact because shit that came out. All right. And a lot of these women who have been on there, including Tesehki, have told us some unsavory things about Zeus. Okay. But that's for another live. I mean, we can mention it. But what I'm saying is now they're into the celebrity boxing. And it's on. It's on from there. And Chrisean can see that now Tesehki is stepping into her element. She been fighting on baddies for 19 seasons. And now, and begin to the back, okay? Zeus checks ain't nothing to sneeze at. And I know a lot of people don't believe that Chrisean got paid $200K. I do. I believe that. Baddies, Chrisean, yeah. If any platform, I believe that she got it over there. Now, the 1.3 million that she said she got from boxing, I don't believe that ever. Never did, never will. 130,000. But I don't believe no 1.3 million. Now, I could be wrong, okay? But I'm just giving you my perspective, y'all. Why is you talking about your sister? Why are you trying to take the spotlight? Why did you do a whole damn live talking about your sister? Y'all ain't even probably talking. You're not talking because you said you ain't talking. What am I talking about? Y'all probably ain't talking. You just said, you're going to hear in the last clip, girl, you just said y'all ain't talking. Y'all ain't been talking. You always trying to take somebody down spotlight, always trying to be in the mix, always just got something to say just to be saying it. Girl, please take your own advice, because now they may take you up on that offer. Now you're going to have to watch your back and your front. Okay? They're going to be swabbing your mouth next. Oh, because you'll be looking high. You look high right now. No, I'm just playing. Not right now, but yeah, she be looking high. She be looking like she need a urinalysis test, a cheek swab, a blood test, and some hair follicles. What you think of how you like them apples? So they may just, you be careful what you say, because it may just turn back on you. You might get the boomerang effect, and they'll be like, "Excuse me, that was a great idea. Do you have any Grey Poupon?" And bitch, you're gonna have to be like, "Yes." They're gonna be like, "Well, you know what we want? We want to test your rabbit ass." Okay. So, girl, keep talking. You're gonna talk your way into a urinalysis. The fuck? What? And then she's speaking on Tesehki. She may just stop smoking and drinking. What about you all? What about you? You couldn't even stop when you was pregnant. Girl, this woman got more nerve than a bum tooth. All right. Somebody say, anyways, has anyone seen Junior in a hot tub dunk? Yes, definitely. We definitely saw that. And we're going to talk about that. In Zenith's place, I would take her to court. Somebody said, holy 304, this ain't pro boxing, stupid. Yes, I hope Zion takes her to court. Yes. Y'all, this is crazy. I don't know. She said she got her nerve acting like her fight wasn't totally fixed. Girl, all this shit is fixed. I'm telling y'all. Rugs in a fake rug. I'm telling you guys, all this stuff is fake. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You said what? She had an air pad, maybe. That is crazy. Let me see your other ear, Chrisean. Chrisean is so easy to see through. She's so weird. Just crazy. She's too many people. People be saying, you too many people, girl. Ciroc did win. She whooped her A. Look, people are saying that. I didn't actually see it. I'm going to look at it. I didn't actually see it. But who did I watch? I watched somebody on YouTube. And they broke it down. I don't know. Some people are saying it was a tie. She isn't pro material, always projecting. Hey, Bologna, media and chat from NC. Finally catch another Lisa live. Hey, girl, what's up, Amy? Shout out to North Carolina in the house. Thank you so much for tapping in. She really owes Siki a public apology for the lies she told. Yes. The slow-mo really shows Tifa getting that. Oh, it does? Getting that A whoop. I don't know. I agree. You said it. You said it live. You need to apologize. Yep, she does. Even if she apologized, I wouldn't trust it. I don't know, y'all. She definitely need to apologize. She definitely need to apologize. What's up, GG77? You said they're ruining boxing. They destroy the craft. I'd rather watch karate match. Chrisean did help Tesehki get on Zeus. I don't like her, but I'm not going to lie. Yeah, she definitely did. I did a couple videos on it too as well. Look, they definitely ruined boxing. And Clarissa ain't helping. Clarissa is not helping. Okay? Clarissa is not helping. Let's go ahead and look at the last clip, you guys. Hold on. Let me take this one down. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to this last clip that you guys. of her talking about her and Tesehki don't got no beef. Girl, what? Girl, what?
Much. We not. Coach Calvin was like basically comparing it to his other fighters. He was like, if you were such and such, we not fighting. It doesn't go like that, Chrisean. We need a yarn. We need. They ain't gonna play with our gloves, and they like, cause who telling? You know what I'm saying? No, people don't tell you these things, bro. People don't tell you these things, and that's why I'm taking my time with this boxing stuff, because it's like all these people reaching out. Oh yeah, we got a couple 100,000. We got like 5, 6, 700,000 to $1 million for you to fight. Or like, you know what I'm saying? And that $1 million can cost you everything, your whole name, because you rushed in it too quick. Like, just be safe, because like they just be saying niggas ain't gonna hold you. But you and Latifah rekindled. I don't think we was ever beefing for real. We don't really speak. I mean, I saw that clip when they let Chrisean on her fight. She didn't have to read the comment and respond. She said she better had. That's her way of saying, I watched you win your fight. Good job. I read between the lines. You feel me?
Funny how she can read between the lines when she wants to. Okay, but any other time, you can't read between the lines when it comes to Junior. You can't read the lines, in between the lines, above the lines. But you guys just heard her say they're not talking. She does this. She inserts herself and steals the spot. Well, tries to steal other people's shine. She likes to jump in and just talk just to be talking. But this is her sister. That's on them. It's none of my business, right? That's her sister. They're related. You know what I'm saying? They got their own thing. But from my perspective, it's what she does. It's a repeated pattern of behavior. She always does this. We ain't heard you say hide nor hair to Tesehki. Tesehki's name ain't came out your mouth. I don't know. Maybe she's being distracted from Blueface, right? Because Blueface just recently changed the name of his unborn child from Solar to Jonathan Jr., y'all. So there's actually a real Junior on the horizon. And I don't know if just Chrisean has already slid down the wall, but she gonna be somewhere sliding down the wall. All right. We can't forget the outburst and the meltdowns that just happened 22 hours ago. Okay. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. All right. Let's not do that. We just saw this woman have a full meltdown. And it's something serious. We brought awareness to mental illness and mental health. Okay. And we can just leave it at that. We don't have to say mental illness. We can say mental awareness, mental health awareness. Right? We probably all need a little evaluation. We probably all need a little bit of therapy, whether it's minute or something serious. You know what I'm saying? Hell, sign me up. Give me a therapy session or two. But that's what went on, y'all. That's what happened. I don't know what's going to come of this. But like I said, her usual, she is lying, she's stuttering. Yeah, she lies so effortlessly. Yes, she does, y'all. This woman right here be lying. She be lying. It's all fake. Everything staged. I'm shaking my head looking at the ish show. Yeah. Everybody is suspect. And I will continue to say that. Everybody is suspect, y'all. They all in it for the money. And we are the experiment. They bounce everything off of us. They need us. The everyday people with the everyday dollar, they need us. They need us to fill the seats. They need us to fill the bleachers. They need us to fill the stadiums. They need us to buy the tickets so that the money goes into their pocket. If nobody came to see them fight, they wouldn't make any money. I don't care how big and bad they are. I don't care how much talent they have. I don't care how pretty they are. I don't care how bomb they hair queen LA wig is. I don't care how much they talk. I don't care who they date. I don't care how many tattoos they got. I don't give a fuck. If nobody watched Zeus, Zeus wouldn't be making any money. If it wasn't for everyday people, if it wasn't for the 9-to-5ers, if it wasn't for the middle class, white collar workers, blue collar workers, service workers, hell, nurses and doctors. I'm pretty sure when they get some free time, they're human. Okay? If it wasn't for professionals, people like you and me, these people would be dead broke. They need us. We are the hype men. We are the experiment. We are the audience. Shout out to my supporters. Where's the damn supporters? Where do you think the supporters come from? A building? A medical facility? No. So we have to remember that. Don't believe the hype. Now, if you guys want to go see and fill up the seats, they said, let's go on over to Instagram because there's some posts I want to show y'all. Because they said what? 20% of the tickets have been sold. Girl, that's because Big Lex and freaking Tesehki. Not to mention Orlando Brown and Ray J. The way Ray J just got knocked out. He's a sucker for money. That's one sucker right there. Ray J, he don't care if he look dumb, stupid, like, bro. It's getting really ridiculous, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all taking a little bit too far. The shit that y'all do for money. It's becoming a joke, really. Where you can't really tell the difference between what is real and what is not. And that is by design, y'all. They're getting us now with little things like, celebrity boxing and social media, but soon it's going to turn into seriousness. Healthcare, right? The financial world, our freedom, our rights. Yeah. Pretty soon we're not going to be able to tell what's real. And then AI. You feel me? It's an agenda, y'all. And I hate to get this deep, but it's that deep. Because remember, art imitates life. And we have watched decades and decades of Hollywood movies, shows, sitcoms, productions. And then we find out, the early 2000s, that there was messages in all of this. Okay? I mean, they revealed all of the things that were predicted in something as simple as The Simpsons that lasted for 20 seasons. That's like 20 years. We watched The Simpsons for 20 plus years and never even knew that we were being programmed. They were playing in our faces, y'all. Everything that was predicted, from AI to FaceTime to Trump being president, go look it up yourself. Look at the episode. Look when the episode was filmed. Look when the episode aired. And then fast forward until what it is now. There's a video out there that will break it down for you. You don't have to go look up individual sentences. You can go and look up the predictable programming, and all of this will come up in one pretty little package. Movies like Men in Black, or what was that movie with Keanu Reeves? I cannot remember the movie, but there's just a plethora of movies. And once you look up this video, it'll go through like just different scenes of movies, and you'll be looking like, oh, that said that in that movie. Damn, that was my favorite movie, but I never noticed that. And you'll look in the back and it'll say something that is 20 years later. And we were watching this in 1980, 85, and it'll say something that wasn't even created then, but is created fucking now. You can't ignore that. Predictable programming. They have a name. It's called the hyper, I'm just going from memory, y'all. The hypodermic needle theory, I think. I did a paper on it. We had to choose one form of programming in class, and I chose the hypodermic needle. And that is where they inject into the audience, which is us, through programming, predictable programming, what they want us to think, how they want us to act, and what they want us to believe. Yeah, y'all. So the shit is real. And, you look, I don't know what's going to come of this, y'all, but I mean, that's all I got. That's all I got. Okay?
Want clout? Is that worth fighting, sister? You just want clout. You just want clout. Is that worth fighting, sister?
Never forget when she's out of control, when she's composed and everything is going her way and she's in her manic mode. Because I feel like that's what we watched. The way she was screaming and trying to control herself and just screaming out loud, and she can never just handle business. And I know some people are like, that's just her personality. It's more than just her personality. Because the reason why I say that is because she can't control her behavior. It's uncontrolled behavior. And that is a sign. That is a red flag. Because when it goes bad and she's out of control, people can get hurt. I'm just saying, y'all, don't believe the hype. How we saw her in this beginning of this video when she was trying to tell us about everything that's going on, we can tell that just happened. And her behavior was out of control. That's the reason why a lot of people say that she has different personalities. Because, girl, what? Never forget where her and Tesehki were not even a year ago. And how this fool left $200K on the table and went on this big ass rant, exposed everything on Zeus, called Lemmy Satan damn near, called Zeus evil. Anytime she get mad, everybody's Satan, everybody evil. And it's never her fault. I just want to make sure I refresh y'all memory. Okay, but let's go on over to Instagram, you guys. Hold on. Let's go on over to Instagram because there's some things we can look at. And it's let's look at what the latest post on. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and get on over there, y'all. I do want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It is after hours right now, 12:25 here on the West Coast. After hours, you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Now, you know they say only legs are open after 2, okay? But right now, I'm chilling. I'm glad you guys are tapped in. Thank you guys so much. Turn your notifications. If you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. If you like to break down things, and to all of my critical thinkers, all my independent thinkers, or anybody that just has an opinion and likes to join in the conversation. It ain't even got to be that deep, I guess, right? Hold on, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into Instagram. It ain't got to be that deep, y'all. It ain't got to be that deep. Let's scroll and spill, y'all. Let's scroll and spill before I let y'all go. Scroll and spill in no particular order. All right. We're done with this live. We're just scrolling and spilling now. Okay. I brought you everything I wanted to bring y'all. Where is it? Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what's going on with these crazy people online. Let's see. We're going to get to that. I'll just show some randoms since we're done, but I wanted to see if, hold on, y'all. Oh, no, it's not on here. Hold on, you guys. Let me come back here. Hold on, you guys. Let me look this up for y'all. Girl, you don't need to warn Tesehki or nothing. I think Tesehki got this, girl. Okay, you're out of control. Still, I still think you are OFF. Okay, I don't care how you come on the. I'm gonna remember what happened yesterday. Ayer, yes. Okay, I'm gonna remember. Recuérdame. Yep. Well, if you remember me, I remember this. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I got some new messages in. Why is this moving so slow? Okay, hold on. Who in the hell is that? Oh. Let me just make sure, y'all. And did you guys notice that Nevaeh got pregnant the same in and around the same time Chrisean did? Right? And they're saying that Nevaeh had been pregnant since November. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Let me see. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. All right, let me show you guys a couple of these posts. Hold on. Because I wanted you guys to see what Coach Calvin, hold on. Remember how I was telling you, remember I was telling you when Coach Calvin was moving her camera so it wouldn't face them. And then y'all remember when she was with that other coach and she was running everything, telling me, I gotta go get my shoes. I need a hair tie. I'm gonna stash my wig off. Bitch, just work out. Because you're racking my nerves, okay? And then she also goes on to say that she doesn't believe that Tesehki'S fight is going to be real. You talking all this mess, and then you going to say in the same breath that you don't believe that the damn fight, the bout, the live match that we about to see on August 15th ain't real. Girl, what? Girl, what? All right, you guys, let's go ahead and look at these, and then we'll be out of here. You guys go ahead and grab your membership if you want to be part of the Bologna Society. It's 10 cents a day, you guys. And you guys can be part and support Bologna Media. I'm going to need for you guys to run up those likes. It puts us in the algorithm, keeps us in the algorithm, and YouTube will show us to more people, okay? We will get more impressions, all right? And impressions are how many times YouTube shows us to somebody, introduces my platform to somebody, okay? Or suggests a video. So we need that because we are trying to grow. I'm trying to get to 50,000 by December. I know it's a joke, y'all, but it's not a joke. It's not a joke. I watched Clarissa damn near manifest herself to where she's at now. And so I know it works, y'all. I mean, I know that's steep, but hey. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this. Hold on. And then I will be in the chat.
I don't think it's like a real thing. It's like get in there, man. Like they gonna go until they can't fight. They gonna be both tired. Yeah, like guilty. Yeah.
Just go in there and go for what you know.
Yeah. But that would be good if you train it.
Like Brandon's brother did the other day.
Yeah. They both smoked and both drank. So
What happened with that? He got knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He might beat the other now. This guy, I don't know. He might beat him.
I don't think it's like a real thing. It's like get in there, man. Like they gonna go until they can't fight. They gonna be both tired. Yeah, like guilty. Yeah.
Just go in there and go for what you know.
Yeah. But that would be good if you
I'm over here geeking.
Like Brandon's brother.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I usually order ground. I usually do turkey ground beef. We only had ground beef today. You ain't gonna hold you ground beef got a little strike.
Crackhead. Crackish, I will say, because I can't diagnose nobody, okay? Crackish. You can't tell me she ain't high. You see how her eyes are moving? You see how her eyes are moving? You know when you take a sobriety, when they pull you over and you've been driving and they look for certain things and you think that you passed the test, but they're really looking for other things, like how your eyes move. And you be like, well, I did it. I made all the steps. That ain't what they looking at. They looking at your pupils, your eye movement. Like, there's a whole method to the madness. You can't tell me that this fool ain't high. You notice I didn't say drunk. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Now, I got this post from Corey Lombardi. And in the caption, it says, Krista Rock says she thinks Tesehki and her opponent are going to keep swinging until they can't no more because, in her opinion, they both allegedly drink and get lifted. Wasn't Crystal Rock just in LA getting lit herself and she got a fight coming up? She's just trying to step on whatever Tesehki got going on. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. This is just her before this conversation. I don't see how people rock with her. and that they can't see this. And if you choose to rock with her and you see this, you dumb, you as dumb as her. You as clueless as this hoe is. Look at her. And if you guys don't know, she deleted this, if I'm not mistaken. She deleted this. I don't know if her coach told her or if she thought about it or she was just so litty that she watched it back and was like, oh, hell no. If I'm not mistaken, there was a post up drawing to the fact that she deleted these off of her social media. Too late. Hello, girl. I got damn near the whole live on my phone. Like, girl, it lives on the internet forever. Forever. Let's keep going.
Strike to it.
It's sparks to the shit.
I'm over here geeking.
Shit. And it's crazy because I usually order ground. I usually do turkey ground beef. We only had ground beef today. Dang. Oh, you ground beef got a little strike to it.
It's sparks to the shit.
I'm over here geeking.
Shit. And it's crazy because I usually order ground. I usually do turkey ground beef. We only had ground beef today.
Now, who you know talk like that and act like this and ain't on something? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I will wait. What's up, Fantasy Me? Right? And her coat keeps buying that crack 304 items and furniture, and this ungrateful 304 is giving it away, saying she don't like a lot of clutter. LMFAO. Wow. Exactly. Somebody did buy her bed. She come out, I don't like it because it's white. Girl, what? Girl, I wouldn't send you. I wouldn't send you a Q-tip. I wouldn't send you a box of Q-tips, girl. I wouldn't send you a package of baby wipes. Okay? I would not. You said Peep Game, Lemmy Plumber copied everything Blue do. He has Blue Girls Club. Then came Baddies. And then Baddies came out. He boxed. Now Zeus boxing. Yeah. Y'all. Somebody say, oh yeah, this is my favorite new channel. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kim Trail Hater. Welcome, welcome. Y'all, this is crazy. You said the Matrix, definitely. None of them want to box, not even security, or they get fired if they don't box. Yeah, I remember that too. Somebody said, man, I'm dying laughing. She said the thumbnail got me hollering. Look, y'all can't tell me something ain't right. When you keep rubbing that nose, touching that nose, rubbing that nose, touching that nose, and some people know more than others, right? And I'm not saying that you did it, but you may have had more experience. They just want clout. Y'all. You said she sounds so funny and look crazy. Yes, exactly. These crash outs are mental health issues, seems bipolar. Exactly. Exactly. She wasn't lying about Zeus. Nah, they ain't lying about Zeus. I already know they ain't lying about Zeus. They are not lying. I wouldn't even say they putting 10 on 2. Yeah, y'all. You was just high. You was just tweaking. You was just crashing out. It ain't even been a week yet. Crying in the car and having panic attacks. She had a straight up panic attack. And you think I'm just gonna excuse that and just listen to you like you got all the sense in the world? I'm not. I'm not. Girl. Crazy work, y'all. Let me see. Hold on.
No vegetables. Watch out, sir.
Chat. Can y'all see the chat?
You got to around it.
Hey, can you set with the I didn't know what was doing.
Chat. Y'all should remove the camera, chat. Chat, should remove the camera. Chat. Chat, y'all see this? Chat, should move the way, chat.
No vegetables. Watch out, sir.
Chat, can y'all see the chat?
You got to around it.
Y'all see how he turned that camera? And she wanted to turn it back. So then she tried to move everything to be in front of the camera. Girl, he don't want it on camera. So this is why I'm thinking that they bumped heads some type of way. And that's the reason why she said, I'm gonna call Coach Calvin and tell him it's back, we back in business. I don't know. I may be reading a little bit too much into those 5 words, but with Chrisean, you never know. She burns bridges like it's the thing to do. And she be blowing popsicle stands, like, you know what I'm saying? Like 90 going west. So I'm not too far off. I don't know, but I'm just saying, y'all, I'm pretty sure that they bumped heads. Let me see what else I got for y'all. Oh, this is Blueface changing the name, y'all. We just random now.
Are we really changing the name?
Excuse me?
Are we really changing the name?
I mean, it's your son. I don't care. The next
Jonathan Jamal Porter Jr.
Okay, and if the next is a girl, I name her. Yeah.
Good. Are we really changing the name?
Excuse me?
Are we really changing the name?
I mean, it's your son. I don't care. The next
Jonathan Jamal Porter. Are we really changing the name?
Excuse me?
Are we really changing the name?
They keep saying Chrisean Jr. eats real food, but every time we see him, it's always the bottle. He's going on 3. They keep saying Chrisean Jr. eats real food.
What are we talking about? This just so happened to be one of my saved videos. It's from Just Me Blessed Up Tea for you. Okay. Have you ever seen him eating real food? Besides the time Chrisean shoved those very hot mashed potatoes in his mouth, all he needs is attention therapy and he will thrive. And I totally believe that. Now, we're going to talk about Chrisean still fake feeding Junior in the next live. All right, you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Let me see. Yeah, that's it, y'all. Is this another one? Okay, let's watch this one. I'm gonna show you a little bit more of Coach Calvin and why I feel like they kind of fell out. Okay, let's watch these few videos. She got Junior in the camera walking around, and Coach Calvin is like, no, you're not supposed to be showing me. He ain't supposed to be here. It's getting weird, you guys. It is really getting weird. I don't know how much longer she's going to be able. Soon his legs going to reach her knees. And for what we've seen on his feet, I know his feet is hurting. Okay? From what we saw, allegedly, but this is why I feel like there's something going on between her and Coach Calvin. I don't know. It may be nothing. I don't feel like he's going to let go of this cash cow, so he's putting up with it. But this has been going on. I just think he's reached a boiling point, right? But this has been going on, y'all. Her being late, her trying to dominate and manipulate everything and everybody and all the things and just be her messy self. And I think he's tired of it. And you can see, I'm going to show this one more time. Look at the people in the background. I think these are 2 children, that come and hang out at the Baltimore boxing or wherever this is, gym. But just look at how they look. Just look at their faces. Hold on, y'all.
Yo. Oh, man. Yo. Oh, man.
And they know something wrong with Junior. They know something's wrong with Junior. They're tired of the backlash too. You all y'all need to be slapped because you guys are allowing Junior to suffer in front of you. Dummies. Anyways, y'all, we out of here. I just wanted to make sure I showed that to you. Is there another one? I think it's one more. Hold on. I think it's one more. It's from King Caves. And the caption says, can anyone guess why the coach is mad that she brought Meowie to the training practice? Sound off in the comments. Yeah. Oh, I put Blown. Hey, there go mine. I'm like, who's that, Blown? I say she drags Junior everywhere but the doctor's office. Thank you. Oh, I said she's only gonna bump heads with somebody only so many times before the crash out. Wait for it. Damn. Somebody else said he rolled his eyes too. Yep, coach, she trying to set you up too. Dang. Yeah, y'all. So y'all look, you always know it's the comments for me. I got one more video to show you. I think of Coach Calvin. Hold on, let me see where it's at. Yeah, here it is. And two more, y'all. Two more, y'all. Let's go.
Chad, I'm late. Calvin got an attitude. It's okay. We'll work through it. I'm so happy to be home.
Take it out on us because you was late.
But
Because you was late.
no, my car.
God said that you doing anything in life, you gotta be on time.
Stop.
I can't.
We're gonna make up for it.
We can't make up for it. Time is time. You can't make up for time.
Time is time. Time is money. Money is time.
I could have started doing this thing. I said, okay, so I feel early. It's time to get here. And your workout would have been short. And both of their workouts were short. Boss!
So y'all see she got checked. Okay. Coach Calvin is fed up with Crystal Rock not taking her boxing training seriously. He humbled her quick. Thank you. Thank you, coach. About time. I'm pretty sure it's not the first time. But because she's on stream, it's supposed to be streaming her life away, we're catching all of the moments that we normally wouldn't have caught. And this has been going on, y'all. This is not her first time being late. This is not his first time checking her and humbling her. Okay. It's just now it's on live. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Corey Lombardi. Crazy. Yeah, y'all. She up there hours late. Let me see. Hold on. I think there's one more where he has some type of knife. Yeah, I got one more to show y'all. This is where I'm like, did they fall out? Like, did he call it quits with her? But you know what? He's not gonna let go of that bag that easy, y'all. So I think what I'm saying is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just talking at this point because he ain't gonna let go of that bag like that. He ain't gonna let go of that bag like that. And is it right? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? But these people got money on their mind, okay? It's all about the bag.
Here you go. Hey, nephew. What it is, bro? Wait, I got you, baby. You gotta give her this nice. Get that shit out my office. What's up, nephew? Man, who you is? You ain't the only one. I'm chilling too. We all chilling.
Alright, so chat, I got a lot of this. I've been gone for 2 weeks, so y'all said so much to the deal. I'm about to open this and I'm about to go home. I'm about to go do 3.
What is she doing with a knife? He came in there and gave her a knife. She tried to play it off like it was nothing, talking about she about to go home. She said she's been gone for 2 weeks. And in another video, she said she don't know, she should have never went to LA because it put a wrench in the program. Well, duh. If you was going to spend that whole 2 weeks chasing down Blueface and doing whatever it is that y'all did together, I know y'all didn't just hold hands and skip, okay? And buy flowers and ride on boats and shit. So that's on you. And you talking about going pro? Girl, knock it off. Knock it off. Is she gonna last? Is she gonna make it before she gives this up? Like, I don't know, surfing. We ain't seen her surf. When's the last time you heard her say Cowabunga Hosanna? When is the last time you seen that $1,200 wetsuit, 2 of them, and a mother freaking surfboard? Where is it? Where? When's the last time she been to a beach? Did y'all forget that she checked into college? We ain't seen a book bag, an online class. She ain't logged into no Zoom. She ain't checked in with no professor. None of that. We ain't seen her walk foot up into college. And you wonder why we don't be believing her. You wonder why we don't go on the roller coaster ride with her. What do I scream for? This is my theme park. Now, if she's telling the truth, well, okay. If she's not, okay. I'm gonna keep the sound. Look, I'm gonna keep it gangster. I'm gonna keep it the same because y'all not about to get me all hyped up. I don't believe none of this. I don't believe none of this shit. Prove it. Now, once she proves it, I'll be wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. What y'all gonna do? Sue me? What y'all gonna do? Crucify me? Like, nothing. It's just a perspective. It's just my opinion. All right, y'all. We are out of here. Okay? We are out of here, y'all. I will be back on another live. Make sure you guys smash that like button, share out the live. You said, dang, show ain't no weed. Nope. Somebody said Blue's her dealer. Yeah, that seemed like some hard D-rugs for real. Ain't it? Ain't it though? What happened to the Malone sisters? Look, don't get Chrisean. Chrisean got a fake fight coming up too? Yeah, she does. She does. Rockhead's fight is not require a UGG test again. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just know they all need to be drug tested. Okay, they all need to be drug tested. Okay, because look, let me show y'all this. Hold on, let me just show y'all. Let me take this down and let me show you guys what I'm talking about and why I feel like if it happened, if Mike Tyson can do it, anybody can do it. Okay, let me show you guys this right quick before we bounce. Okay, just let me pull this up right quick so I can show you guys. Now, let's get into this right quick, and you guys can look this up yourself. It's not a secret. Just go right on Google. You guys are going to see where I got this from. Most of the time when I put the whatever I'm going to show you up, it's the source. Hello. All you got to do is look up in the corner. Google. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get into this. Mike Tyson says he was on UGG in major fights, reveals how he passed the test. Okay. Now, if you guys look right here, it says, Mike Tyson famously confessed in his memoir, Undisputed Truth. Wait a minute, let me make sure y'all can hear me. Okay. To competing under the influence of UGG during several major fights. To pass mandatory UGG tests, he used a prosthetic device called a Wizinator filled with clean urine, often from his wife or infant son, to trick the testing officials. Did you get all that? That's what I thought. Tyson detailed his methods and history of Ugdra's use across several specific revelations. Okay. The prosthetic was specifically chosen because it matched his skin tone. He would place the device under his clothes and squeeze his thighs to pass the clean urine into the sample cup. Y'all heard that? The whizzer. He referred to the device as his whizzer and typically relied on members of his entourage to carry it for him before a bout. He couldn't do it alone. He could not do it alone. Okay? Failed test. His scam was not foolproof. He was fined $200,000, and the result of his 2000 fight against Andrew Galata was ruled a no contest after he tested positive for marijuana. Tyson blamed this on being tested before he could retrieve the device from his team. Y'all see that? Other substances. Tyson also admitted to using cocaine before major media events, such as his 2002 television press release brawl with Lennox Lewis, and fentanyl on rare occasions to manage career injuries. I don't even got to read no more. Now remember, you can get all into this if you go and look at his memoir, Undisputed Truth. It's all there. It's all there. Okay? If he can do it, so can others. So can Clarissa. So can Chrisean. Okay? So can a plethora of others. I won't name anybody else because I haven't seen anybody else who I think is under the influence of either a hard drug, alcohol, or pills and potions. Yeah. There you have it, folks. And that's real. Okay? Yeah. It's fucking real. These people be playing games out here. They be playing games out here, y'all. I don't know. So hearing her say she'd rather pursue licensed boxing instead of celebrity boxing is, girl, that's a pretty big shift, right? It's a pretty big shift. And it's a whole different level of commitment. Licensed boxing isn't just showing up because cameras are rolling and not just, can you see me, chat? I'm live, chat. Can you see me, girl? You're supposed to be focused. Fuck the chat. Fuck live. Fuck kick. This is supposed to be a career for you. And you're not taking it seriously because you are so concentrated on not only the chat live, but the comments. How can you possibly put your all into boxing so much so where you become professional and get a license? Hello? You got scheduled training, medical requirements, consistency, discipline, and you've got to answer to the coaches and the athletic commissions, right? Which brings me to another point. Just like we saw Coach Calvin publicly express frustration in the past about her showing up late, about her attendance and her commitment, running a professional boxing career doesn't leave much room for showing up whenever you feel like it, girl. This is not baddies. Okay? That type of sports, that boxing demands structure. And if you want to prove yourself to be serious, certain actions got to be taken. Okay? You have to let your actions do the talking and not your mouth. Now, as far as Tesehki, every fighter runs the risk when they step into a ring. Boxing is a dangerous sport. We have to remember that. And Chrisean's comments reflect her own concerns. You need to be taking your own advice about celebrity boxing. Whether people agree with it or not, I mean, at the end of the day, fans don't just want drama. They want to see athletes protected while competing fairly. And if it's like, I don't know, I just believe it's all a setup. It has to be, you know, from Clarissa's fight all the way to Ray J and Orlando. It's a setup. It's rigged. I feel it's rigged. But we'll just have to wait and see whether Chrisean follows through on this new chapter or if it's simply just another announcement, okay? Just her talking. Now, look, I'm glad that I heard from you VIPs. I want to hear from you guys. Do you guys think that Chrisean is making the right move by focusing on licensed boxing, or do you think that celebrity boxing is still a better opportunity? I don't know. What do you guys think about her warning to Tesehki? You guys make sure you're part of the replay gang. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Blown A Media. And don't forget to turn on your notifications, because if it's viral, if it's trending, or making noise on these social media streets, you already know we're going to talk about it. Okay? I will see you guys on the next video. Shout out to everybody who was in my chat. Let me give a shout out to everybody who's in my chat. GG77. Miss V, thank you so much. If you're new here, thank you so much for showing up, showing out. Hope I will see you guys back. To all my day ones, my members, and my mods, thank you for holding it down. It is always a pleasure to have you guys and have a live chat with you guys, all right? Loretta, Amy, Eliza, thank you, Loretta Gibbons. Let me see. Peaches, what does that say? Peaches. I may just say your first name because I don't want to massacre y'all name, okay? Dream Team, Most Hated, thank you so much. Lola Bella Lou, thank you, Lola. Lady Woods, shout out to you. Let me see. Joy 3000, always a pleasure, you guys. Thank you for being a member. I love y'all. I love y'all, okay? Constance, another member. Shout out to y'all. Let me see if I forgot. If I forgot you guys, I will catch you guys on the next live. It's not on purpose. The Petty Pendergrass, always a pleasure, love. Moon Lovers, shout out to you. Good to see y'all. Let me see. Let me see y'all. Shout out to Doris Copeland. Let me see y'all. I do have class in the morning too, y'all. Let's see. Okay. We got it. Miss V, Kim Trail Hater, welcome. Thank you so much, love, for sticking around. Chaotic T, Letitia, Bernadette. I want to thank all y'all. Navy Beans, thank you guys. I love seeing my day ones too. Thank y'all for holding it down. Y'all been with me since day numero uno. Fantasy Me, please. Thank you, guys. We are out of here. If I missed you, I will catch you guys on the next live. And until next time, America.
Open discussion with Joe. So this how I go. So somebody asked me how you deal with a liar, a person that just repeatedly lie about everything. Like they lie about where they at, they lie about where they been, they lie about where they came from, they lie about where they mama stay, they lie about where they homeboy stay, where they homegirl stay, all that. They just lie for no reason. But you really care about that person, like you really into that person. You've been dating this person for like 5 to 6 months, and you just you see that the cycles of lies is just continue. How can you build that person? Me personally, this is my theory, y'all. I'm just telling you about me. I'm not finna try to build nobody like that. I personally finna get the fuck from around me, because if I can't trust you to just tell me where you at, or, because being personally, I'm not even finna ask you. If we have a casual conversation and I hear, noise in the background, I mean, be like, oh, where you at, baby? You straight, you good, whatever, however, and they just continuously lie or just lie for no reason. That's a red flag right there. You can't even keep a G with me, so how I'm gonna trust you to even try to build with you? From me to you, if you feel like you want to build up, you're going to kind of drive yourself crazy in a sense, because you're going to always keep that third eye open. You're going to always be like, well, is this person lying about this or this person lying about that? What is they really telling the truth? It's like you ain't going to really ever be able to get comfortable with that person because you don't know the truth from a lie.
Like that bitch. And I heard what they said, they don't say it like this.